Hello, my name is Rosie and I work at the Natural History Museum. We're really sorry that the museum is closed at the moment. We miss seeing you at our special Dinosaurs events, but we thought we could bring one of our favourite parts of the events to you at home. We're going to be speaking to everybody's favourite ranger, Ranger Stu. As we go, let's learn some signs together for some of the different animals that we see. Why don't you join in at home? So let's see. Stu, are you there? Hello, Stu.
Hiya, Rosie. Hi, everyone. I'm really missing seeing you all at my shows at the Natural History Museum. How are you all doing?
Yeah, fine. Thank you. It's been a good time to read up on some of my favourite dinosaurs. And I'm not the only one. We had a letter from Harvey, who met you last year at a Dinosaurs event. He has a question for you. Do you have any dinosaurs at your zoo?
Haha, great question, Harvey. We have about 41 species of animal here at Cedars Nature Centre, and we do have a feathered dinosaur. Would you like to meet him?
A feathered dinosaur? Yes, please.
So this is Zambezi, and Zambezi is a northern white-faced owl, which is a bird. And Rosie, do you know the features of a bird?
So birds have feathers and wings and beaks as well.
That's right. So birds, they have beaks, they've got feathers, they're warm-blooded, they can fly, although not all birds can fly, and they lay eggs.
So is that a dinosaur?
Yes, birds are dinosaurs, and we call them avian dinosaurs. And birds are the only surviving lineage of dinosaurs from millions of years ago. There were dinosaurs called theropods, and they evolved into birds. So birds share similarities with theropods. They've got feathers, and they have a similar skeletal structure.
Wow, that's really great. So the sign for owl is owl. Can you sign owl? Owl. That owl has beautiful feathers. So, Stu, what animal is next?
The next animal we're going to meet is a reptile. So dinosaurs were reptiles, and this snake here is another group of reptiles, and snakes have been around for 100 million years. And Kendra, which is a snake we see here, is a Burmese python. And Burmese pythons, and pythons in general, have a really cool feature. They have heat pits around their face, and that means that they can detect infrared light and see in heat. What they do is they stick their tongue out, they taste the air, they bring that tongue back over something called a Jacobson's organ, and then that converts an image in their mind where they can see in heat.
That's really amazing. It's lovely to meet Kendra. The sign for snake is snake. Can you sign snake? Look at that big snake. Thank you, Stu. What animal is next?
Did you know that there were mammals during the dinosaur times? Not really big mammals like we see today, but small mammals. They're about the size of a shrew. And although this is not a shrew, we do have an animal at the zoo that's a bit like a shrew. It's called a tenrec. And although tenrecs weren't around during the dinosaur times, they did have a relative that lived 70 million years ago. It was found in Africa, and it eventually evolved into tenrecs. And although a tenrec looks a bit like a hedgehog, It's not related to hedgehogs whatsoever. Do you want to know what family it is related to?
Yeah.
It's more closely related to an elephant.
Wow, that's really great. So there is no sign for Tenrex. Some people use hedgehog, but like Stu said, they are not hedgehogs. Can you sign hedgehog? We need a new sign. What sign do you think it should be? You can write in and let us know. So Stu, what animal is up next?
Well, our next animal is a bit of a mini beast. Finally, I know many of you love creepy crawlies, and so we do have our last animal to show you here from the zoo. And Rosie, do you know what this is?
Is it an insect?
So that's a really good guess, and it's actually something called a millipede. And millipedes and insects are part of a larger group called invertebrates. But the closer group of these is called myriapods. And millipedes have lived millions and millions of years. They were around before the dinosaur times, throughout the dinosaur times, and they have survived to modern day. Before the dinosaurs, they grew to about 6 feet long. However, they don't grow that long anymore, I'm afraid. They'll grow to about 30 to 40 centimeters long. And I'll bring it a bit closer for you to see. You should be able to see that she's got lots of little legs. And millipedes are made up of segments. And they have a pair of legs attached to each segment. And that's how they move around.
Wow, that's really great. Thank you, Stu. The sign for millipede is millipede. Can you sign millipede? Thank you, Stu. It was really great to see the animals. Can we visit you again?
You certainly can. And whilst we're all staying safe at home, why not write to me, ask me some questions, or even draw your favourite dinosaur?
Thank you. Bye, Stu.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Wow, that was great. And if you want to learn more about dinosaurs, you can visit the museum's webpage where we have more videos and activities for you. You can also learn more about some very small fossils from our friend Adrian. You might have met him at a Dinosaurs event. He's written you a letter that you can read on our webpage. Don't forget, if you want, you can write to us or you send us a drawing and you'll see the address to send that to at the end. But for now, goodbye. We hope to see you again.